Brighton 2, Arsenal 1. The banter era is back in full effect. Hop aboard the banter train as we lose 2-1 to relegation-threatened Brighton, who haven't won a single game in 2020. But of course, we would be the first team, because it's typical Arsenal to do that sort of thing. Fucking annoying. It's getting to the point where it's actually really pissing me off. I'm sick and tired of talking about these shit players. We all see it, right? That these players are a bunch of bang average, lazy arse, Instagram models, right? That's what they are, yeah? You know, it's just to the point, it pisses me off so much watching Arsenal in their current form. We shouldn't be this way. We are, the history that we have, it's a magnificent history. But right now, we are mid-table mediocrity. And you know what the maddest thing is? We could get worse. We could get much worse. And that's what scares me, to be honest. So, you know, it's just unbelievable to see Arsenal in the predicament that they are. You know, let's go on to the game, right? For 70 minutes, we were the better team. You know, Brighton didn't really do much. The only thing they did do was one of their players intentionally ended our goalkeeper season. Neil Maupay, I'm talking to you, you little fucking coward, yeah? Leno had already had the ball. And it was obvious that Neil Maupay was not going to catch him. But he still runs into Leno intentionally to get him injured. The fact that he wasn't even carded is quite unbelievable. And Martin Atkinson, fuck yourself, lad. You're a shit referee. The majority of English referees are absolute shit. And I'm sick of them. Right? The referees are shit. It's simple. We all know that. But, you know, again, going back onto the game. So 70 minutes, right? We were the better team. We had the much better chances. 1-0 up. Pepe scores a magnificent goal, having not even had the ball the majority of the game. So at least he scores when he does have it. Now at this point you think, right, 1-0 up against relegation-threatened Brighton, you might want to go and, you know, secure the game. And of course, typical Arsenal. 20 minutes to go. 2 chances that Brighton have. 2 chances that they score. Shocking defending on both of them. You know, I'm sick and tired of zonal marking from corners. It's the stupidest thing ever. Why do you zonal mark? We don't know how to zonal mark. Man marking is the way to deal with corners. You know, Rob Holding should have cleared that. But okay, 1-1. You know, shit happens, right? Make a mistake. Even though we make a mistake, we make a defensive mistake every single week at least. At least 5 of them per game. But, you know. So it's 1-1, right? At this point we weren't going to win the game because Brighton were, you know, were ramping up the pressure. The goal that Neil Maupay scored could have been so easily stopped. It was unbelievable. Martinez coming out that early was stupid. Bellerin, Mustafi and Guendouzi are just ball watching. As we always do. We have a bunch of players that just ball watch. And Neil Maupay finishes it in the back of the net. Now, it was a good finish to the coward. Neil Maupay's a cunt, right? And that's a fact. He intentionally went for Leno. I don't care what people say. Leno had the ball, right? He already had the ball, and Maupay is still running towards him. He had the momentum. He didn't have. It wasn't like it was momentum. He didn't really had the chance to stop, but he didn't. He went for him. So, you know, and we let him score the winner. We let that cunt score the winner and say, oh, Arsenal players lack humility. This guy has stamped on players before at Brentford. He's a shit cunt, right? He's a shit striker, and that's it. You know, simple. Now, everyone knows how bad Arsenal's defence is. Let's talk about how bad the midfield is. For people that watch this video, alright, make a list. Either put it in the comment section or make a list in your head. Top 10 Premier League midfielders, right? Once you've made that list, tell me a single Arsenal player that gets in that list. Midfielder, right? Tell me a single Arsenal midfielder that gets in that list. Because for me, not a single Arsenal midfielder gets in that list. I think if you did a top 15, I think that at a push, Guendouzi and Xhaka would get in there. But the fact that, you know, it comes down to midfield and defence, we have no good players. We have no defenders or midfielders, I think, that you think, right, top 10 in both positions. No, we're shit. We're absolutely bang average, and I can't wait for the season to end. Personally, these players have already jacked it in. They jacked it in at the start of the season. Let's be honest. Seeing players like David Luiz, Socrates, Mustafi's been okay, but again, that always the concentration levels of Shkodran Mustafi are just bloody hell. You think he's a 6-year-old in a Sunday league game. It's unbelievable. I swear, 11-year-olds can defend better than him sometimes. Positional awareness is what I bang on about these players, but none of them know where to be. I watched the Newcastle game yesterday. Isaac Hayden, right? He was better than all of our midfielders, probably. He knew where to be. He reads the game so well. And we sold him to Newcastle, by the way, which shows how clever we are. Isaac Hayden bossed it yesterday. Ran the midfield. Everyone bangs on about Lundstrom and John Fleck and all that for Sheffield United. Newcastle were really good yesterday. And they're probably going to finish above us. The way that we are, they're going to finish above us. Our next game is Southampton. We're going to get peppered off Southampton. We're going to lose to Sheffield United in the FA Cup. And then we've got Norwich at home. Which Norwich, they're going to think, what, let's have a go. Let's have a go. And Norwich might end up beating us. Or getting a point. And then we have Wolves, Leicester, Spurs, Liverpool. I don't see us picking up any points from any of them games. Aston Villa, Watford, we might win. If them two teams are still fighting for something, they're going to beat us. So we could genuinely go down. I could probably end up. I think the highest we can finish is 9th, and the lowest we could probably finish is about 13th. And the fact that I'm saying that is unbelievable. It's unbelievable that I'm saying that. Mad. I'm sick and tired of the. Do you know what the worst thing is, right? It's the fact that when you lot as fans know that your players are not showing enough passion, enough determination, enough grit to try and win the game. That's the worst thing. If we lost on Saturday against Brighton, and the players put 110% in, would any fan be able to complain? Not really, because at least the players gave it their all. But when you see your players being lethargic, being lazy, not running to every second ball, then at that point you've got to think, well, hold on a minute. And to anyone that says Arteta out, go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. He's been given Emery's squad and a few players from Wenger, right? He's been given Emery's squad, and everyone just expects him to go, bang, there we go. We're going to be great. I'm sorry, but why? We have changed, right? 3, this is the third manager in the last 3 years, right? The squad's still shit. So at some point, you've got to look at the players. You've got to think, well, you know what, you bunch of lazy, overpaid bunch of bellends, it's your fault. But no, let's blame Arteta. Okay, yes, Arteta definitely on Saturday. Why on earth he didn't bring on Martinelli baffles me. But for people that are just going to blame him and go Arteta out, fuck off. Fuck off, seriously. You're not going to get behind the manager. He's not for 6 playing months. He's not even been in the job for 6 playing months. December, which do you even count December because he came at the end? January, February, March. So he did mid-March. So he's done 2.5 months because obviously the rest we were in lockdown. He's been in the job 2.5 playing months, and everyone wants to judge him already. What's wrong with people? I'm sick of it, man. Anyways, if you do watch the video, drop it a like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I've tried a new camera angle. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if it'll be any better. I do realise that the audio was not very good in the last video. I think the video and the audio they weren't together, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope that everyone enjoys this video. I'm gonna I might do a Southampton preview. I don't know what people may think. If people want us to do that, leave it down below. Just leave your thoughts. If this video, if you don't agree with anything that I've said, leave it down below. Much rather that you do that. But yeah, thanks for the support on the first video, by the way. To get 200 views, unbelievable. And I'm already on about 50 subs, which is mad. I was on about 5 before I started the channel. So honestly, thanks to everyone that watched the first video. As bad as it was, thanks for everyone that watched. So yeah, like and subscribe. Peace.